Hey YouTube, Urban Shift here. I got some requests to post a video on one of my bush knives, which is my K-Bar Becker BK2. I got this knife a few years ago and have done a lot of modifications to it. When I originally purchased the knife for around 60 bucks on Amazon, it came with some issues. For starters, the flat grind edge it came with wasn't sharp at all. The plastic sheath it came with actually dulled the blade after drawing the knife several times, no matter how often I sharpened it. That was a big problem. My goal was to change the profile of the Becker from a tactical looking knife to a more bushcraft type blade. So off the top, some of the changes I made was to swap out the black plastic sheath, which I did with a handmade leather one, which I'll show you in a moment. I changed the black plastic handles with some beautiful micarta ones. I also removed the black coating and changed the edge profile from flat grind to a convex grind. And so far I'm really pleased with how it performs in the bush. So what you see in front of you is my shoulder carry kit, which I call my knife survival kit. I carry the Becker in several different ways, but I always have some basic items attached to it. Remember, I'm all about the kits. As part of the kit, I have added a Maxpedition Mini and a paracord or shoulder strap, as you can see. In the survival pouch, I carry the items I feel most comfortable having in the event that, I lost my rucksack, then this is all I had on me. The contents cover a cutting tool, container, combustion, cordage, and cover, as well as food procurement. I appreciate the simplicity of Dave Canterbury's 5 C's of survivability. It just makes sense. So that's kind of why I designed the kit the way I have it now. So here we go. I'll show you the contents of the kit. Okay, as you saw, I attached this Maxpedition Mini with 3 Ranger bands, which are multi-purpose items. They are very flammable and can act as tinder. Outside of the blade, I carry this handmade. I made this myself. It's just a big hunk of fat wood, and I epoxied a ferrocerium rod into it. I've got some jute twine as the holder, and of course my scraper. This is kind of like my bush ferrule rod. Outside of the kit, I carry a yo-yo fishing reel, which is one of my favorite fishing implements. It allows you to, hang it on a tree with the hook and some bait, walk away and do some other stuff. Collect wood, build your shelter, that kind of a thing. So let's get into the pouch. A little snug to open. Okay, so let's say on the left side, this would be my container and cover department. As always, I carry my 1 liter heavy duty aqua pouch, which comes with these grommets. I can attach cordage to it, hang it up on a tree, or carry it over my shoulder. Really durable, really strong, great container. For cover, I carry this SOL 2-person blanket. I can make a tarp, I can make a tube tent, it could be ground cloth, a whole bunch of other good things. As part of my container, I carry this heavy-duty aluminum foil, which I have made some cups with it and have been able to boil water with. Alright, so on the left side, that covers my container and my cover. The right side, as part of my food procurement, my yo-yo reel, and then I carry this little Altoids tin with a mini fishing kit, cork with assorted hooks. I got some weights and a bobber. Got to add some items to this kit, but and again, this is multi-purpose. I can make char cloth in this little guy, so I kind of like that, having that. I always carry a beeswax candle. Tons of uses, but I typically use this for helping me start fires in wet weather, which I've said in other videos. This kit is kind of fire heavy, so I carry a little bag of Vaseline cotton balls soaked in Vaseline. Cotton balls soaked in Vaseline, pardon me. I have some bank line for my cordage. I carry some bright orange slabs of duct tape. Bunch of different uses. First aid, that kind of a thing. Carry a magnesium rod with striker. And I carry an assortment of matches, lighter with strikers. So I have a couple of ways to make fire here. And last but not least, you know, in each one of my survival kits, I always like to have a vial or bag of salt. Not only can I season food with it, but you know, it's in an electrolyte. You know, I've hiked Mount Washington one time, and I was depleted with salts, and I got a serious round of leg cramps that were unbearable. So, you know, electrolytes come in handy in those kind of situations. All right, so that's it for the items in my pouch. So like I said, I cover my container, my cover, my combustion, my cordage, and of course my cutting tool, which I'm about to go over. I'm going to show you some of the modifications that I've made to the knife, made to the Becker, that allows me to perform more tasks. Okay, so as for the knife and sheath alone, excuse me, this is a kit in itself, and what I mean by that is I duct tape behind it a spare ferro rod, and then I have the little Allen key that allows me to, you know, open up the nuts and bolts on the Becker, and inside this handle I also have a small section of a fishing kit and some matches, tinder, and a striker. Inside the blade there are two cutout holes that allow me to fit that in there. So the knife itself is a kit, and of course on the sheath I have some paracord and some duct tape, which we all know has a bunch of uses. One of the mods I did to the knife, like I said, I changed the micarta handles, I reprofiled the blade edge to convex, and I removed the coating. But I also just kind of filed down this section right here to give it a 90-degree angle, which allows me to, well, I'm gonna burn my bag. Well, you see, it just kind of rapes that ferro rod and allows me to, you know, get sparks off of it. So that's a really good functionality to have on your knife, a little 90-degree angle, you know, at one section of the blade. And you know, I maintain the edge, it's convex, I keep it really sharp, and for a big knife that's pretty damn sharp. So I love this blade. So anyway guys, per request, this is my Becker BK2 knife survival kit, and in this kit, like I said, this is my shoulder carry kit. I may show a more traditional style carry, which is obviously on my waist, but you know, I don't have any of the pouches you know, attached to it. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you have any questions, feel free to post. I'd be happy to comment, and please feel free to subscribe and like. Thanks so much, and remember, preparedness is never part-time. Thanks guys.